Okay, so this is going to be our vehicle for the day. As a matter of fact, James has been so kind that we're going to drive around the Fukushima area. We're going to take the trike, and he's going to drop me off on the other side of the radiation zone. It's going to save me a couple of days, maybe riding through the mountain. The first time I've ever had the trike carried on the road, so it's kind of like cheating. Oh yeah, check this out. Holy moly, it's split down the middle. Like you cut it.
No cool down. Look.
He was supposed to come and meet me a little earlier, but he's like, I got a blowout. That's incredible. It's like somebody came with a pair of scissors and cut the tire in half.
We are going to the sun without spare tire now.
That's right, we don't have a spare tire. So if we lose another tire, you're pushing. I'm staying inside. That's his custom-made camera mount. Duck it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Jayoe.
So you think that they will have actual checkpoints where they will ask us what we're doing?
It is, with a lot of police.
Really?
Yes. And it's like a gate. They open and they will ask a lot of questions.
What is our answer going to be? We just want to look, or I mean, is that the answer we give?
No, we are passing.
Passing through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think because of many people from overseas want to come and see what is the reality, because people think is contamination is very big. So
and is that allowed? Not.
I think it's not
allowed.
We cannot even stop the car or get out of the car.
Yeah. We got to be a little sneaky about it. After the earthquake, this area had a lot of farms. People used to grow vegetables, and they still do. But nobody wanted to buy the vegetables from Fukushima. So their solution, take the label off of the vegetables so you don't know where they're from. So you don't know if you're getting a Fukushima apple or if you're getting a Hokkaido apple, but...
Or milk. Or...
Ignorance is bliss. You know that saying? Ignorance is bliss. There used to be city here? I mean, it's nothing now. So we haven't left Minamisoma yet. Basically, first things first is we're taking a look at the water side, just to get a scope. It's funny, yesterday I rode around this area, it was just flatness, just fields. Really telling, because there was probably villages there, but they've been replaced with fields. I think a lot of the government just kind of says, you shouldn't move back to this area. Let's just make this area open.
The water can be...
Yeah. We're not that high off the ground right now. 5 meters? Yeah. And then you have a power station over here, right? And there's another power station down the way. It seems like in place of villages and towns in this area, in order to utilize this space and not put anybody's lives in danger, it seems like they're just building massive solar farms. Solar panels after solar panels with electrical conduit coming out of the ground. I think it makes sense, you know. Use the area for something, but at least nobody's in danger, you know. If another tsunami comes and wipes out solar panels, get more solar panels. Building this whole area here, all the way. Not sure how many of these locations we're going to have as we get deeper into the radiation zone, so picking up some supplies as we go along. Just as a funny side note, you remember the guy, the vlogger that I met yesterday, Giovanni? He works at a factory that makes pastries that are sold here at 7-Eleven stores. And he was talking about how they just got a huge shipment of this custard that comes in. Actually, he might have helped to produce this one custard I have in my hand. It was kind of funny. He was like, yeah, I make this, I make this, I make this, I make this. So many different people doing so many different things, you know. All of it in order to make the world go around the way we know it. Okay, so right here, right now, we are 20 kilometers away from the Daiichi TEPCO plant. It seems like weather moving is always moving this way. So like the bad radiation and everything is kind of more down south of the plant. So we're gonna head that way and see what we see. All right, Jayoe. Alright, we're in Namiya now. Windows are rolled up. The air is now circulating within the truck, so if we fart, it's our own fault. We'll have to live with it. 7 kilometers from the plant, a lot of abandoned businesses, but also quite a lot of activity, more than I guess I thought. This road, how close will we get to the plant? 2 kilometers? I mean, how close will we get?
1.5.
Like 1.5 kilometers this road goes through. Now, of course, they don't recommend you stop and take a look around.
It was right in there. From here, don't go outside the car.
These signs?
Yeah, these signs.
Stay inside the car, don't get out. Is this a church? Okay.
Let's see if we close the entrance.
It says don't go in. And there's a security guy just right there. No, there's a security guy standing out there.
No problem. Oh, we can just see. Yeah, it's open.
The church is open?
Oh, it is.
What is this area?
I think it's only that is closed. こんにちは。すいません。これ開いてないんですか？やってないですよね。はい。このチャージはやってないですか？
チャージ？
いや、この建物の中に。
あ、建物の中はやってないですね。
It's closed.
うん。
あ、すいません。
あ、なるほど。
ありがとうございます。
お疲れ様です。はい。
What did he say?
Yes, it's closed.
Yeah.
Nobody's.
We're 5 kilometers away from the plant, and there are police and security and big happy guys telling us not to go in churches. That big happy guy didn't have any protection. No mask, no nothing. Amazing. Cutting the bond. That's like the worst thing you can do. every side street that we pass off of this Highway 6, there's checkpoint with police turning people away. It would have been interesting to go and see a house, you know, like a person's home or a store. It seems like everywhere is just 1 kilometer away. This is 0.969 millisieverts. So yesterday you went, it was 3.5, right?
Yeah, because from here to the south is higher. The plant is there, right there.
Oh, that's a stack from the plant right there.
Yes.
Wow. I just flew the drone over Fukushima, which is kind of interesting. Now we're getting into the downwind area where it's the highest level of pollution.
We can go to the right if you like.
Yeah, if possible.
It is.
Seems like everything has roadblock though.
Oh, it's close.
Yeah, everything is roadblocked.
Oh, we can go there, but there's nothing, just radiation.
No mask, no anything. Incredible.
And it's young.
Yeah. Just saw a couple of looked like electrical workers checking the wires. We're like 2 or 3 kilometers away from the power plant. That's craziness. I rode through so many communities just like this. You know, on my trikes. This is the same. There is no difference between this area and another area in Japan. The only difference was years ago this plant made it uninhabitable, you know. It's one thing if you live next to a volcano. Someday that volcano will erupt, the conditions there you know. But this type of a place is a man-made problem, has made this whole city, you know, empty.
Because there are some houses if you want. Oh, I don't want to open the window here.
Yeah, I can open the window, I guess.
すいません。
Head northeast, then turn right.
直人松村さん探してるんですけど、直人松村さん。はい。
会社はどちらですか？
いや、ここに住んでる方なんですけど、一人。住んでいけないところに住んでる方なんです。はいや。We cannot get in.
Turn here, yeah, go up.
Slight right.
Now we're hidden, so it's good. I just want to go in one of these places. Go farther. This place is locked, pretty locked down. This place looks interesting, like a yeah. Okay, we are all dudded up. I just kind of want to show what, like, some life things out here.
I can't believe.
So we're just a few kilometers away from the plant, and this here is a beautiful house. Really nice house. And we have like kid play area, a little park. This subdivision was a place where, I don't know, you're doing okay if you live in this area, right? You have a nice house, a nice community. Huh. You getting anything? What's your reading?
No, I was just trying. My it doesn't work. My.
Can you imagine being asked to leave your home? You know, this is their life, you know? Could you imagine having somebody come to you and say, pack up everything, you have to go now. You can't go back.
You have 1 hour to leave.
1 hour. Wonder what they're doing up there.
The train. You cannot smell it, you can just feel it, anything.
Yeah, but it's there. I'm gonna walk up this road here. This is a cemetery inside what has basically become a tomb. I mean, can you imagine your relatives buried in an area that is so contaminated, right next to an empty elementary school that in itself is contaminated. Oh, they
put it.
Yeah, it should be up and down like that.
Yeah.
But they've tipped it. Any other circumstances, this would be a beautiful day in town, you know? This crack here was probably from the earthquake. All of the tombs, the signs turned. This one's on its side too. That one's on its side. Should be up and down. It's nice that somebody come here to try to put it back up. It probably fell down, was off to the side. Why would they tear down a house though? What is the reason? Nobody's going to move into it. Why are you worrying about it? Just pass by this. Look at how beautiful this area is. We're driving through an industrial area. Lots of big factories, packaging plants, who knows? Could you imagine being the business owner that's told, I don't care how big your operation is, you gotta get out. And you can't come back, you're gone. Or a used car lot, all your cars are out there for sale. Sorry, you have to go. Do you think that Japan pays you for the cars? Like, what if you had to leave your business? Does Japan, the government, pay you? Must be, right? They have to give you something.
Typical has to pay, but
it's not enough.
To pay to everyone. Solar panels.
This is Tomioka. He was driving to see me yesterday. 3.5. Like, it was very high. This would have been a nice ride for my trike.
Yeah.
What a beautiful day. Jeez. 2.352 sieverts right here. So probably not a good idea to get out anywhere. Look at this. What the hell happened there? You think this is like tsunami damage or earthquake damage? Earthquake damage, that's what it is. But they can't fix it, can't touch it. So it's 2.5 millisieverts right now, 2.6 basically. And there's a security guy right here, and his job is to stand outside in the open all day long. I don't know how long his shift is, but that is not a cool job to have, that's for sure. Can we go back? I want to see that damaged glass building. I want to. Wow, that place got destroyed. So this auto dealer was just destroyed by the tsunami, but there's nothing that you can do about it. You just gotta leave it. There's desks and chairs and people's office supplies. We're thinking about those poor workers out there without any masks, and we're like, man, those poor guys. Because right now we're in a really high radiation zone. But then they look at us and they probably see us in this van, which is a perfect van for this area. It looks like we are workers, and we're wearing these masks. They probably look at us and say, wow, those guys must be working at ground zero. Poor guys. Perception, huh? Turn here.
These are the worst places for highest radiation.
Wow.
And inside that is...
It's got to be really bad, right?
Yeah.
So this is where they dump all the contaminated waste, or at least they leave it. I don't know. That's an old pile right here. Probably don't know what to do with it. Just collecting more and more. This is a huge tent covering something. I'm not sure what. There's another big tent. And there's more and more and more.
Oh.
Just piles of waste.
Everywhere. Supposed to, there are people who evacuate from the
Evacuate. Temporary, or not temporary, relocation houses. They're building a whole bunch more here. But these are, I'm sure there's lots of these villages all over the place. Communities, you know. I wonder what they will end up finding. Like, people need to live a lifetime to feel the radiation, you know what I mean? Like, they have to live, like, maybe you don't know if they're sick, you know, but they will be sick later, you know? The energy is so, this is beautiful, this is really nice, but really what we're looking at is something horrible, you know? Like, it should be raining and dark skies and thunder. It's crazy to be driving and looking around and saying, wow, it's such a beautiful day. You know, the topic of today's vlog is kind of scary and not so much tragic at this point in time, but just kind of solemn. And meanwhile, the day itself is just gorgeous. Just a beautiful day. It would have been a great day to ride. You know, let's just say that the Fukushima disaster didn't happen, right? Let's say that there was a tsunami, the earthquake, right? But let's say that there was no Fukushima disaster. Today, I would have rode into that same road that we rode on. I would have been on my trike. I would have had people waving at me, maybe coming and dropping off some food for me. I would have stopped at a restaurant there and ate some food. I would have looked out into the homes, and they would have been well manicured. There would have been people, no signs telling you not to get out of your car, no indicator saying that the radiation level is 2.6 or 3.5, no truck after truck after truck loaded with irradiated garbage ready to bury it. No, you know, none of that would have been there. It would have been a beautiful ride in a beautiful day through the beautiful city in Fukushima, right? That's crazy. It makes you think, you know? Yeah. If you think of it that way, it's really interesting. It's scary and interesting.
Damage.
Yeah, because I've been seeing tsunami damage for the past week, 2 weeks. It's okay, I understand that, but this radiation thing this changes everything. There's really lack of security. You know, there was one place we passed by, I didn't tell you, but it was a family mart, and the doors were open, and it was empty on the inside. But it was next to a checkpoint. There were some officers standing there. And I was like, well, we'll go to the next one, but we never saw the next one. That would have been something interesting, because we saw like a house, we saw some factory, we saw some cleanup, and we saw a school, but it would have been nice to actually see an abandoned convenience store, because that, to me, that's in my mind, that's like what I think about when I think about this area. And when we drove down into that area with all the bags, and you were like, there's probably a lot of radiation here, we gotta get out of here. Oh gosh. Well, we've seen it. Cheers to that. Fresh water. All right, so now we're gonna eat some food, Italian. He's gonna, after this you'll probably go, right?
Yes, I have to go because I have to work tonight.
Okay, but I will see him again when I get to Tokyo in a couple of days. You saved me almost a day ride, which is cool. We're eating some salad. Now I'm like, I wonder how much of this is good to eat. It's fine. Maybe I'll become a superhero. All right, so, well, we had a little adventure today, huh? And the day isn't even over, it's the beginning. And to kind of...
Pasta, beautiful weather.
Good radiation. So this is the pastry that my friend makes. Giovanni. All right, guys, so I am gonna stay here for the night. I'm at the hotel. Gonna work on the vlogs. See if I can punch out a couple. I got 2 more days till Tokyo. When I get there, you'll see his face again. And you'll also see a lot of new faces and have a lot of new adventures, and it should be awesome. So, milestone moment today.